The battle for user attention is fierce. We swipe, scroll, and click through countless interfaces daily, but how many truly resonate with us? The answer lies in the unassuming science of usability, the bridge between human psychology and effective design. This episode delves into the fascinating psychology of user needs, exploring the hidden desires, cognitive biases, and emotional triggers that shape our interactions with technology. By understanding these fundamental forces, we can unlock the secrets of creating interfaces that are not just functional, but user-friendly, engaging, and ultimately creating a delightful experience.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
Welcome to yet another episode of the xploreUX cast on usability testing. I am your host, Obruke, and today we're diving into the amazing world of how people think and why some things are just easier to use than others. Because by understanding this psychology stuff, we can learn how to design things that people actually love using. Think about it this way: the user as a psychological enigma. As UX professionals, we're tasked with crafting products that aren't just functional, but also intuitive, efficient, and, dare we say, delightful. But how do we crack the code and truly understand what drives user behavior? This is where the power of psychology comes into play. By exploring the captivating world of cognitive processes, emotions, and motivations, we gain invaluable insights into how users perceive information, navigate interfaces, and ultimately judge the usability of a product. This knowledge becomes our compass, guiding us towards designing experiences that resonate with users on a deeper level, minimizing frustration, and propelling them towards successful interactions. Imagine trying to figure out someone just by looking at them scrolling through their phone. That's kind of what it's like for UX practitioners trying to understand users. We see what they do, but their minds are a whole other story. Here's the thing: people are way more than what they click on. There's a whole world of stuff going on underneath, hidden reasons why they choose one thing over another, feelings they get from using something, and even how their past experiences mess with how they see things on a screen. It's kind of a mystery. That's where psychology comes in. By understanding how people think and feel, designers can build tech that's not just functional, but actually enjoyable and even helpful. Think of it like this: understanding the user's mind helps us design things that make sense, but also keep them engaged and feeling good.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
It's a challenge for sure, but figuring out this user puzzle is what makes designing great experiences so interesting. It's like unlocking the key insights that drive user passion and build something people will truly love. But then, even with the best intentions and research, our own cognitive biases can cloud our understanding of users. Speaking of cognitive biases, let's delve a bit deeper and talk more about cognitive biases. Our brains are marvels of efficiency, wired to make quick decisions using mental shortcuts known as cognitive biases. These biases, while often serving us well in everyday life, can introduce fascinating twists in the world of UX. Here's where things get interesting. Let's talk about the anchoring effect. The anchoring effect is basically a shortcut our brains use to make decisions quickly, Imagine you're shopping for headphones. The first one you see is super fancy with noise cancellation, but it's also super expensive. Then you see other headphones that aren't as fancy, but they seem a lot cheaper because of the expensive ones you saw first. That's the anchoring effect. The expensive headphones become the anchor in your mind, making everything else seem like a good deal. This is how stores trick your brain. They show you something expensive to start, so everything else looks cheaper by comparison. It's a sneaky sales tactic. By strategically placing key information at the forefront of the user journey, we can leverage this bias to highlight the value proposition of our product. So, what is the design implication of the anchoring effect, you may ask? The anchoring effect in UX design means that the first thing a user sees can influence how they judge everything else. Here's how it plays out for good UX. If the first thing users see is something great about your product, like a clear benefit or a fair price, it sets a positive tone. They're more likely to see other features as valuable. On the flip side is bad UX. If the first thing users see is something confusing or expensive, it can color their whole experience. They might think everything else is bad or overpriced, even if it's not. So, so the key takeaway is to make sure the first impression you give users with your product is a good one. This will help them see the value in what you offer. I will talk about loss aversion, but first, let me talk about confirmation bias. Imagine you already think a movie is great. When you go online to see what others think, you mostly find positive reviews. That's because people tend to look for info that confirms what they already believe. This is confirmation bias. To make it clearer, imagine you wanting to buy a new phone. You already believe a particular brand makes the best phones. While browsing online, you skim reviews that mention that brand and highlight all the positive points. However, you skip over reviews mentioning other brands or negative aspects of your preferred brand. This is confirmation bias, as you focus on information that confirms what you already believe and ignore anything else. In UX design, this means users might miss helpful features if the interface isn't clear. So we need to be super clear with our instructions and labels. If things are confusing, users might just see what they want to see. Now let me talk about loss aversion. Imagine a grocery shopping app that constantly reminds you about items you forgot to add to your cart. Phrase like, oh, you're missing your favorite cereal. This negative framing plays on loss aversion. People are more likely to feel bad about missing out than happy about adding something. Instead, the app could say, don't forget your morning energy boost. Add your favorite cereal. This positive spin focuses on gaining a benefit, making it a more user-friendly experience. And by recognizing and understanding these cognitive biases, we can craft experiences that subtly guide users towards desired actions without feeling manipulated. We can create interfaces that anticipate their mental shortcuts, ultimately leading to a smoother and more satisfying user journey. Love xploreUX cast. Here's how you can make a difference. Be a UX champion. Chat with friends, family, and anyone who wants to learn about UX and usability testing. You can supercharge the show. Subscribe, rate, and review xploreUX cast on wherever you listen to podcasts. This helps others discover the good stuff and lets the platform know we're winning. Let's talk UX. Leave comments on the podcast or social media. Got a burning testing question or a topic you'd love to hear explored? Hit me up. And join the UX crew by signing up for our newsletter on LinkedIn and connect with fellow UX enthusiasts. See links in the description. Yes, the psychology of usability is key, but it's intertwined with the emotional spectrum of user experience. Let's explore that connection. Usability isn't just about efficiency, it's an emotional connection between the user and the product. Think about the last time you interacted with an app that was a joy to use. It likely evoked positive emotions, a sense of confidence, perhaps even a touch of delight. On the flip side, encountering a confusing interface or a frustrating error message can leave us feeling bewildered and disengaged. Let's delve deeper into the emotional spectrum of user experience. I will talk about positive and negative emotions. Positive emotions. When users feel confident and in control during interactions, it fosters a sense of satisfaction and encourages further exploration of the product. Imagine breezing through a checkout process with clear instructions and intuitive steps. This positive emotional response builds trust and loyalty towards the brand. On the flip side is negative emotions. Encountering confusing interfaces, unexpected errors, or a lack of progress can quickly lead to frustration and disengagement. Imagine getting stuck in an endless loop of error messages while trying to book a flight. This not only impacts the immediate task, but can also negatively color the user's perception of the entire brand. So, understanding the emotional impact of design choices allows us to create experiences that evoke positive feelings, making them not just usable but also enjoyable to interact with. When users feel good using our product, they're more likely to become loyal advocates. Now, let me try to decode user needs using the hierarchy of motivation. Ever wondered what truly drives users? Why do they click, scroll, and engage with some things and completely ignore others? The answer lies in understanding their motivations, their hierarchy of needs. Imagine a pyramid. At the base are our most fundamental requirements, physiological needs like hunger and thirst. We prioritize these because survival comes first. Once these basic needs are met, we move up the pyramid. We seek safety and security, then connection and belonging. As we climb further, esteem, the desire for recognition and respect, becomes a motivator. Finally, at the peak lies self actualization, the urge to reach our full potential. This framework, pioneered by psychologist Abraham Maslow, isn't just about individuals, it applies to users too. At the base are users with functional needs. They crave a seamless experience, a website that loads fast and helps them achieve their goals. Moving up, users seek a sense of security. They want their data protected and transactions secure. Next, social needs come into play. Users are drawn to platforms that foster connection and a sense of community. Higher still, users crave recognition. They appreciate features that showcase their achievements or reward their contributions. Finally, at the top, visionary users seek platforms that empower them to grow and reach their full potential. Why? Understanding this hierarchy is key to decoding user needs. By recognizing where your users are on the pyramid, you can tailor your approach. For functional users, prioritize a smooth and intuitive experience. For security-conscious users, highlight your data protection measures. To engage social users, foster interaction and community building. To motivate esteem-driven users, offer recognition systems or gamification elements. And for the self-actualizers, provide tools and platforms that help them excel. Remember, users are not static. Their needs can evolve. By understanding this hierarchy, you can create a dynamic and motivating user experience that grows with them. Final thoughts. Understanding the psychology of usability empowers us to design user experiences that resonate on a deeper level. By tapping into user emotions, motivations, and cognitive biases, we move beyond designing mere functionality and create products that are truly engaging and fulfilling. It's about injecting a human touch into the world of technology, fostering positive interactions, and building trust with our users. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the psychology behind usability. Remember, by understanding how users think and feel, we can craft experiences that make a positive impact. Until next time, keep exploring the exciting world of UX. Thanks for listening. Cheers, and have a good one.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my